AERODROME content. A little bit of a different video today, but before I get into it, you guys, let me know in the comments below if you guys want to be a part or join Discord. Definitely think about making one. Definitely will have it up with a link to join sometime next week. Again, you guys have been really great with the feedback as far as just like wanting it, so definitely on the way. But before I get started, you guys drop a like on this video and hit that subscribe button as well, because I am dropping content like this all the time. But let's get right into it. Today I wanted to talk a little bit something else. Obviously, there hasn't been a ton of price action or significant price action here with AERODROME. We look at the volume is down 24, or sorry, the volume is down 18% to 23 million, and then we take a look at VELODROME as well, which is the volume is down to 29% to 12 million. Now, I talk about the two projects because if you don't know, if you're new to the channel or if you're new to AERODROME, AERODROME is a fork of VELODROME, right? And for the longest time, or not for the longest time, but I've just seen numerous comments talking about, I prefer VELODROME, I prefer AERODROME. These projects are essentially parallel sides of like the same project, right? Let's be honest. So we want both of these projects to succeed. I don't see a situation where we're going to see one project go crazy and the other one not. Like, both these projects need kind of each other to succeed, and I think moving forward, that's what we will see. We'll see both these projects succeed at the same time. It's not like going to be one or the other. But what I want to talk about today, more specifically when it comes to AERODROME, is how early on it is and comparing the two projects. Like, look at this news from VELODROME, right? Now, like I talked about in previous videos, if VELODROME does well, AERODROME will do well. If AERODROME is doing well, VELODROME will do well. I think early on, right, if you go back like a week and a half ago to 2 weeks ago, we were seeing a lot of money being pulled from AERODROME, a lot of profit selling, and then those profits being put into VELODROME, right? That's just what we were seeing. We were seeing profits move from AERODROME to VELODROME, and now we saw like VELODROME back to AERODROME. And I think that's just a narrative, and it's something we're going to continue to see here, as far as, you know, until we get to like certain price levels where I think things will even out, and even more so, we have kind of already seen things start to even out. But yeah, like this article here, VELODROME to become main liquidity hub of OP Superchain and expand to Mode Network. Now, this came out March 27th, and according to Blockbeats, VELODROME announced on March 27th it will evolve into the main liquidity hub for the OP chain, initially expanding to the Mode Network. So that alone, right? Bullish news, bullish catalyst for VELODROME, right, should have a positive influence on AERODROME long term, right? It's just how it is. Similarly to this tweet, again, shout out to Eric E0579. I'll put a link to this tweet in the description below. AERODROME big brother VELODROME is about to get bigger over the next few weeks. Superchain is moving quickly, growing network of L2 chains that will share a bunch of different things, communication and more, powered by the OP stack. VELODROME is going to serve as the primary metadex of the superchain. Right, so I just wanted to talk about like these narratives of each, you know, one project doing well, one project not doing well, should be put to rest. I think we need both these projects to move forward and do well, and I think they can really, really feed off each other. Right, I mean, you can see here this, and again, I wanted to reference this as well, just as far as how early we still are. The only reason I'm essentially making these videos is to just explain how I'm feeling and kind of give, I don't want to say confidence, and I don't want to say the word reassurance either, but I mean, this article, VELODROME to introduce AERODROME DEX on Coinbase's network. I'll put a link to this article in the description below. This came out October 23rd of this past year. Like, we're closing in on 6 months. Just 6 months ago, this article turned 6 months old just last week. Okay? This article turned 6 months old last week, right? And then you click at this link in the article. Coinbase steps into uncharted territory as its layer 2 blockchain goes live. October of last week. Last week. It was 6 months ago, right? Coinbase's base went live. So like the infant stages of AERODROME, infant stages of base, infant stages of VELODROME, still very, very early. Like, it's actually pretty crazy to see AERODROME has gone up, as it was up 1,500% over the last year. And VELODROME's up over, over the last year? 72% over the last year. Again, obviously a longer lifespan, at 555% all time. But AERODROME more specifically, which is again the main project I cover on this channel and the project that I do have a position in, full transparency, I don't have a position in VELODROME right now. But for AERODROME to be up 1,500%, when it was just launched in October 6 months ago, it's extremely bullish. Like, I think that should not be understated, and I think people should realize how bullish of a sentiment that is. Again, market cap of AERODROME, we know the comparisons, straight direct comparisons to Uniswap here. 14.5x from the current price to Uniswap's current market cap of 8 billion. Uniswap's all-time high obviously would be massive, $57, 39.6x, basically a 40x from the current price, at 22 billion dollar market cap. VELODROME, the same thing, right? If VELODROME has a similar run up, $8 billion market cap, $13.47, right? Obviously the supplies are different. That's why I prefer AERODROME personally. But similar type of X, right? Multiplier is actually a lot bigger on VELODROME, but I think for VELODROME to reach these sort of levels at an $8.2 billion market cap is a lot harder. There's a lot of a bigger barrier because VELODROME is on Optimism, and Optimism I don't think has the same potential as obviously Base does as a chain. So again, a lot to like here, a lot to cover, continuing to cover here on AERODROME. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about this. Drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.